everyone! Welcome to Aida's Tailoring. In today's video, we are gonna make 3 beanie hats. But if we are in Canada, we are gonna make toques. So let's go! These are the fabric I have. We are gonna work hard today. And we're gonna start with this micro fleece. As you can see, it has a little bit of a stretch and it feels warm and cozy. I'm gonna start cutting it, but as you can see, the selvage is pulling the fabric, and that's not good because that will change completely my measurement. So what I'm gonna do is to cut out that selvage to be able to have a nice and flat fabric. Now I'm gonna mark a square of 22 inches by 22 inches, and it will be good if you try. That's pretty much a standard measurement, but it could be a tad bigger or a tad smaller, depending of how smart we are. Now I'm gonna fold my square for one of the sides. If your knit is just too way stretchy, you should fold it for the stretchy part. And then I'm gonna sew the sides, leaving a piece a little bit close to the edge unsewn. Then I'm gonna head to my sewing machine, and you know that I like to use Ceraflex thread because it stretches out with the fabric. But if you don't have that thread, just use a stretch stitch on your machine or just zigzag. I'm using this color so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start sewing, and more or less when I'm approaching the edge, I will just finish my stitch, lift my pedal, and then leave about 2 inches, 2 inches and a half. It doesn't really matter, just a piece, a little bit, so we can turn that later. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep sewing until I close it. Then I'm gonna go back to my tailor and pay a lot of attention. This is very easy. Fold your fabric this way, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that corner and I'm gonna sew it with the opposite side corner, like that. I'm gonna pin it, and I'm gonna go back to my sewing machine because I'm gonna sew all around. Just be careful, don't get confused, but it's pretty much that. Now I'm gonna turn my tube through the hole I left. And at the beginning it looks kind of a little weird, but it will take the shape, I promise. And the little hole, if you want, you can close it either by hand or by machine. I am too lazy to close it by hand, but it looks better. Now it comes the tricky part, because you kind of have to, you see that the edge is there, but you have to move it up, move it up, move it up, because you want to accommodate your beanie, turban, or whatever you will call it, until the edges goes a little up, so you know when you put it on you can fold the edge and it will look nicer. And after you accommodate it, if you want it to stay this way, I'm gonna give you a little trick. I'm gonna open back the hole I closed because I wanted to show you that you can take the seam allowance, fold it this way, and you can stitch it both together, and that way your toque won't move and it will stay with that shape that will look nicer. Now let's give it a little touch. How about sewing up a handmade label? I have those labels and I don't use them very often, but I think they look really cute, and they look even cuter on a toque. This is how beanies are called in Canada. Now the label is sewn, and here you go. This is the result. Are you enjoying this video so far? Make sure to give it a like and comment. Your support boosts this video, which helps me keep sharing free sewing tips. I also have 2 other channels, so make sure to subscribe to them so that you don't miss any posts. If you want to take your sewing to the next level, I've created 2 in-depth e-courses, so don't forget to check them out and keep growing your sewing skills with me. From micro-freeze to fabulous. Keep in mind that my model doesn't have hair, and therefore the toque will look a little bit big on her. But it's very nice, and you see the pleats? If you are wearing a ponytail, you can pull out your ponytail through that pleat. Okay, now let's go to my next. I wanted to say my next tug, but I know that I will understand if I say my next beanie. And we are going to start with the same base. We are going to cut a square of 22 by 22, but as I said before, that depends of how the material stretches. You know, it's always a little different. And we are going to fold it again the same way we did before, making sure to know which side is the more stretchy one. And we are gonna sew one side like we did before, but we don't need to leave a hole in this one. Now I'm gonna fold again my tuck like so, and I'm gonna make another stitch there. As you can see, I got an orange color for this one because this is intended more for kids, so you can start with a smaller square, but I'm doing it for myself. Now that I sew the sides, I'm gonna turn my beanie for one of the two square sides like so, and this is what I have until now. Because my seam is in one of the sides, I'm gonna make sure that the seam will be at the center back. So I'm moving that, and then I'm gonna fold again my square to make a new rectangle. And I'm gonna mark at 1 inch and 1/4 from the center down, and I'm gonna take my curved ruler to mark a nice curve and cut. It's like a parenthesis what I have, right? Like a half a moon. Then I'm gonna go back to my sewing machine and I'm gonna stitch all together. And then I'm gonna cut the excess of material because I wanna go to my serger and serge all that to clean it up. Please keep in mind that sometimes serger makes the knit a little bit wavy. You just need to gentle iron it to remove all this wave. And now I can turn and my tuck is done. If you want to decorate it, you can. I'm gonna take these flower patches. I think it's a nice contrasting color. And this one is like iron on, but of course I'm ironing it just to position because after that I'm going to stitch that down in my sewing machine. I'm trying to find the matching color, green and purple, and I just need to sew it all around. That's very cute. And here you go. Now I have my beanie, and as you can see, it has like cat ears. I know the design is intended for kids, but I'm gonna use it myself. Yes, and I think this one is a little bit big because the knit is stretched out a little too much. I'm gonna show you with my next one what you can do so your beanie doesn't stretch out more than the size you need. Now I'm becoming a more respectable person. This is a nice gray knit pattern, and I'm gonna again start with a 22 by 22 inches square, and you can do that in your head or you can wrap around the fabric over your head, and then that will tell you more or less what will be the right size. In this case I have 21, but I did 21 by 22, and I did the same. I fold it and sew it as I have done before. Now you are going to print out this template that I'm linking on my description box below. And as you can see, it distinguishes what will be the front and back and what will be the sides. So the two edges of my tube are going together at the top. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark the front and the back with my template. I'm going to make sure that I'm marking the two edges. And then when I have these two edges marked, I'm gonna go to my sewing machine and I'm gonna stitch those marks. Now I can go to my table and I'm gonna fold my tube by the center and I'm gonna make a short stitch. The short stitch is done, and I can now turn 1/4 as I did with my other tuck, like that, you see? Okay, so now I'm accommodating the best as I can. Don't worry, sometimes It's not perfectly the same, but it's okay. Just make sure that seams are with seams, and you just need to accommodate it so the front and the back are aligned, and then you will have the sides, of course, at the sides. Then you need to take your template and you are gonna mark the sides on your template, both sides. You see? And now you are gonna go back to your sewing machine and you are gonna sew, leaving kind of the seam allowance. You can mark it a little bit lower and it will be better, easier. See? Because, I mark just the edge to sew, then leaving the seam allowance. I think it's more work to do that. Then I'm gonna search that as I did before. And if it's too wavy, you just have to pass the iron a little bit. Don't press it, just pass it nicely. And now you can turn. And I'm gonna use a little bit of my hand just to make that a little bit nicer. And this is what I have. For this one, I'm gonna use another label with the name of our channel, Downtown Tailoring, and I'm gonna stitch it somewhat in one of the edges just to give it a little bit of touch. And this is what I have. This is the one most respectable. It looks really nice. I love it. These are my 3 beanies together. Please let me know in the comments which one do you like the most, and if you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, give us a hype, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!